Hi friends, how are you? I think that all of you are very good. So, who has not yet subscribed my channel, please do subscribe as soon as possible, and you will get my different lectures about the science, especially chemistry and physics and math. So, please do comments if you have any comments about my lecture, so I will be helpful. Thank you. This is my second lecture about the qualitative chemistry. Here I will discuss about orbit and orbitals. So you have already familiar with the orbit and orbitals. So in your exam, and also you have to know properly what is the orbit and orbitals. You may know that there is a very big difference between orbit and orbitals, but in the spelling it seems that there is only an is the difference. Basically this is not. Okay, let's start orbit. You know that in a molecule, in an atom, center is the nucleus, and centering a nucleus, electron is revolving around the nucleus. Around the nucleus, electron is revolving in the three different shell. We tell the shell as orbit. That means you know that n equal to 1, this is the first orbit. You can tell that this is the first orbit, this is the second orbit, this is the third orbit. Okay, this is the different energy level or shell or orbit. So I think that you understand clearly orbit. What is the orbit? Now please let us start about the orbitals. Orbital. Okay, please give full concentration of the lecture of orbitals. You know that in an atom, in a nucleus, in nucleus there is a proton has positive charge. In the outer shell there is a negative charge of electron. So there is a creation of magnetic field. Due to creation of magnetic field, subshell is oriented in different ways. Okay, from that point of view we know the differential as the subshell is orientated in different ways, that's our orbitals. Okay, this concept you have. So let us start another concept. Basically the concept of orbital has come from wave mechanics. The concept of orbital has come wave mechanics. Scientist de Broglie told that electron is an wave. Clear? Electron is an wave which is available in the atom. Electron is an wave. He compared electron as wave and which is available in the different shell, subshell, whatever in an atom. So wave function is psi. Clear? Wave function is psi. So wave function is psi. Psi has different value. Wave function is psi squared. Psi squared is the proportion of the power of wave of electron. Clear? Psi square is the proportion proportional of the power of electron, sorry, of the power of wave of electron. Clear? That means when we analyze the psi square value, we can easily know where the electron is available. If we analyze psi square value, then we can easily know what is the orbitals. Clear? Scientist de Broglie, okay, I am repeating again. Scientist de Broglie told that electron is one kind of wave. That means he compared electron as wave. Wave means psi. Psi has different value. Psi square is the proportional of the power of wave of electron. So if we analyze of psi square value, then we can know easily what is the orbital. Clear? What is the orbital? According to the analysis of psi square value, he knows that orbital is a place which is available, orbital is a place which is in three-dimensional space. Orbital is a place which is in three-dimensional place of different shape, where the probability of findings electron is more. Orbital that means simply we can tell that the place which is available in the three-dimensional space of the outer shell of the nucleus, where the probability of findings electron is more. Thus, where electrons findings probability is more, that is orbitals. So as you know that as electron is wave, so where it is available, we can according to the analysis of psi square value, de Broglie has told that the probability of findings electron is more in which place, that place we can call orbitals. Okay, clear? Orbital. You know that n equal to 1 when l equal to 0. That means as subshell. In my first lecture, from the quantum numbers, we know n equal to 1, l equal to 0. There is a s subshell of an atom. Clear? So, as we are discussing about the orbital, so subshell is orientated in three-dimensional space, in three-dimensional place, in three-dimensional axis, where the findings of electron is more probable. So X is orientated in three-dimensional space. X due to magnetic field in an atom, a subshell is orientated in three-dimensional way, three-dimensional axis. So this is the s orbital. That means this is the s orbital. This is the spherical. This is the spherical, like a football. S orbital like a football, as it is the spherical. Clear? Okay, s orbital like a football. Another is the n equal to 2, L equal to 0, 1. That means in the second shell there is the SP subshell. SP subshell is orientated in three-dimensional axis and make the different orbitals. Okay. Now we are discussing about the p orbitals. P subshell has different orbitals. Sorry, P subshell. P subshell orbitals. Now I am discussing. P subshell has been orientated in different axes like px, py, pz. Okay, px, py and pz. P orbital, px orbital is as a dumbbell. Clear? P orbital as a dumbbell. P subshell has been orientated due to magnetic field, and there is a creation of 3p orbital, that is px, py, pz. So I draw it here, px orbital. In the px orbital, this is the cloud of electron. This is the cloud of electron. We can call it here lobe, L-O-B-E, lobe. and we call it here node plane, PLAN, node plane. We can call it here node plane because in this portion there is no cloud of electrons. That means the probability of finding electron is very less in this place. The probability of the findings electron is very less in this place, and we can call it here node plane or node. And the probability, that means this is the cloud of electrons, this is the cloud of electrons. That means the probability of the findings electron is more in lobe of px orbital. This size we can call is dumbbell. Dumbbell. This size we call it dumbbell. Okay. So pz orbitals, this is the px orbital. This is the y, this is the z. Okay. Like this. So in the lobe, the place of lobe, we can call electron staying place. This is the py. So this is the py orbitals. This is the py orbitals. You can this is the py orbital, this is the lobe, this is the node. Okay, this is orientated, this py orientated according to the y-axis. That means this orbital is orientated according to the y-axis. Clear? This is the px orbital, this is the py orbital. This is the pz orbital. There is the cloud of electrons. There is a cloud of electrons. There is the nodal plane, in which I told you few minutes ago. I told you that the place where electron findings probability is very less in an orbital. In an orbital, that place we can call node place or nodal place. And this is the lobe, this is the nodal, and this is the pz orbital. So this is the px orbital. This is the py orbital. This is the px orbital. Clear? So subshell S orbital is look like a spherical. That means it looks like a football and it is circle. P subshell has been orientated in three orbitals: px, py, pz. Px, py, pz. Px orbital looks like a dumbbell. Its shape is like a dumbbell, and it has two portions. One is the lobe, another is the node. The cloud of electrons we can call lobe. The cloud where the electrons findings probability is very less, that means in the center of nucleus, we can tell that this is the center of nucleus. So definitely there is no 100% probability of finding this electron. There is no 100% probability of finding this electron in the center, which place we can call node. Node, and it is the shape of dumbbell. P subshell has 3 orbitals: px, py, pj. Clear? Now you know that when n value is 3, L value equal to 0, 1, 2. That means for 0 S, 1 P, 2 D. 2 means D. That means in the third shell of an atom there is 3 subshell, SPD. All subshells are orientated in 3-dimensional way. So I have already discussed about S subshells orbitals, P subshells orbitals I have already discussed. Now discuss D subshells orbitals. D subshells orbitals. D subshells orbitals. D subshells orbitals. D subshell has P subshell has been orientated in 3 ways. D subshell has been orientated in 5 ways. 5 ways. Okay. D subshell has been orientated in 5 ways. Okay, let us start to discuss about the different D subshells orbitals. D subshell is the double dumbbell. D subshells are the double dumbbell. Clear? Okay, D subshell are the double dumbbell. This is one dumbbell. This is another dumbbell. This is DXY orbital. This is DXY orbital. Okay, another is the DYZ. This is the DYZ orbitals. Okay, there is also the cloud of electron. That means the probability of finding electron is more in here. the probability of finding electron is more in this place. So d orbital is the double dumbbells. Dxy is the double dumbbell. Dyz is also double dumbbell. Clear? Dxy, dyz, dzx, dzx. This is the dx square minus y square. dz square. So d subshell has been orientated in 5 ways. That has been creation 5 d orbital, dxy, dz, dz, yz, dxz, dx square, z square, dz square. These 5 orbitals. Clear? So, clear? So I told you that earlier, every principal quantum numbers means every shell, every principal shell has subshell. Subshell has been orientated in 3-dimensional way, that is made orbitals. On the other hand, according to the Broglie theory, he told that electron is wave. That means wave function psi. He told that psi square value is the proportional of the power of wave of electron. So when we analyze the psi square value, we found the orbitals in an electron, in an atom. So I am repeating truly, s orbital is the spherical. This looks like a football. Clear? In the second shell, that means in the second shell there is a 2 subshell, s and p. P has 3 orbitals, px, py, pz. Okay. The energy of every orbitals are the same. One is the very important things, that the energy of these 5 orbitals are the same. That means its energy, all are the same. So d orbital has also d subshell has also 5 orbitals. P orbital is the px, py, pz orbital looks like a dumbbell. There is a node and low. Low place is the cloud of electrons. That means probability of finding electron. On the other hand, d orbital is the double dumbbell. It looks like double dumbbell. d orbital dxy dyz dzx d zx x square y square dz square. Clear? I think that all of you understand clearly. If you have any problem, please do comments in my channel. On the other hand, if anyone has not yet subscribed my channel, please do. Thanks very much.